I got one all right here. Very good. Have you had that interest?
It looks like
I had completed it. All I had was interest. Where'd you find it at, Whit? Where'd you find it at?
I just can't print.
Here's later, on the deal for Whit's.
Hey, you made $152,000 again.
Yes, we,
Sir?
You got 52,000.
That's what it's showing, you got 52,000.
What's it show on me?
Tax R.
45.
That textbook.
Yeah. See, I thought it was all the tickets I just got this on
That's
there.
it. Hey, that's it.
This is as of the end of
Oh, I'm sorry,
July.
y'all were talking.
Yeah, well, it's through today what's been entered.
Okay.
Now, some of yours probably may not have been. She said you had a bunch in it, and I don't know if she's in all of those.
I just wrote it down because I can't print it, but
You want to make copies? You want to make copies of that?
I don't think I need one, but Dr. look at that.
I think that tells us, like I say, once we see what bills get entered for court next week, then that'll change and then we should know where we're at.
I don't even know where to start. I just plugged that one, that, those amounts in right there, because, so we could get a printout. We'll have to decide what we're gonna do about them. Actually, the app, with that 9 million being plugged in, that's about what we had last year. And if you look on the second page, we're bringing in a little less money. But the reason that looks like that is, if you look on that 2025 column, we had funds that were due from fund balance, which is right there at the bottom, 1,763,000. You know, we budgeted that in case we needed that either for the courthouse or for, that project that we were doing. So if you take that 1,763,000 off of that 12 million, we're getting right back close to what we had last year. You know what I'm talking about? As far as revenue.
go and come back, we're gonna be late.
Okay. Do y'all, do you want to recess until tomorrow? Give you time to look at these, or do you want me to file it like this, and then we'll talk about it next Wednesday? Um,
Just like you need to know our big ticket items.
Tomorrow?
At least know those numbers before we go. The tax rate.
Yeah, we gotta figure out a number.
Yeah, we gotta do that today. We should do. Well, wait, we don't have to determine the number, but we gotta do a few more things before we close. Where's my?
We want to recess, come back later today.
Let me just do this, we might can just, let's finish this and then we can decide. Item number 19 is to discuss the tax rate and vote on a proposed rate and record the vote. Generally, what we do is we take the voter approval rate and we say that is our proposed rate. Because you can always go back from that, but you can't go above. And if we don't approve, if we approve something lower and we end up having to need more, well then we'd have to redo everything. So, that's my suggestion, that our proposed rate would be 0.3335.
Okay?
And then once we crunch the numbers, we can.
We can come down.
We can come down.
You can come down, but you can't go above whatever we approve. You could, but you can't redo all.
So that's actually raising it from what it was last year.
Sir,
That's raising it from what it was last year.
that's just saying that's what we're proposing at this time, which is
Yeah, I
more than,
understand, but I mean.
we had 3219
Go to
last year.
3219, 3335.
You could do that for your proposed rate if you want to, but then if later you wanted it to be a little more, you couldn't do that. So either one, whatever y'all decide.
I don't want to make it any lower till we get through filling in the blanks.
Yeah, we gotta see what's going on.
3335, I get moved.
Second.
All in favor, aye? Opposed? None, motion carried on that one. Now, the next one, vote to set the proposed salaries, expenses, or allowances.
We're not ready to do it, I mean, but what do you want?
Hey,
Well, we have to, if we're going to give any kind of a raise, we have to put that in the newspaper. And so if we don't do that by tomorrow, then we have to wait till, we wouldn't get it in the newspaper the next week, it would be the next week. We can either come back tomorrow or wait to do it next week, and we'll just push the time on out a week. It's kind of
We're still flying by a little bit here.
close time period, because, we don't get our rate until, you don't get it until Friday late sometime, and then it's like Tuesday when we get it, and we're having a meeting today, and I know that seems cramped in, so we can push it on out a week, that'd be fine.
need to.
And then have court next week. Let's see.
When do we have to have our rate tacked down? There's a timeline on it.
We don't vote on the rate until we vote on the budget.
Right.
We vote on the budget
But
to
it's gotta
approve
be
it.
posted.
Yes, we have to have something posted, which we can surely do. We can post, we can file this tomorrow. And then we'll still have however many weeks to work on it and change all of that. But we'll have to get the salaries published in the newspaper. And what we did one time was, we didn't give a raise, and then, so we didn't give a raise until the day we came in to approve it, and we couldn't give the elected officials a raise because we couldn't get it posted.
I think we need to decide what we're gonna do. We're gonna give them a raise or we're not gonna give them one. I mean, that's the question.
Well,
My God, I'm sure one, yeah.
bottom line,
I mean, who doesn't?
You're right.
we don't know what we can afford to do right now. Do we? Or somebody knows something I don't.
I'm not for giving a raise that's gonna follow the position or the person. Do something, I think it ought to be a supplement, because I think our pay scales, our, whatever that color chart is, what is it called, with the different positions, it's very out of whack. When we talked about changing that and making things a little better for 2 years, 3 years now, we really haven't done it. We made some progress last year getting people from 26.2 up to 30.
We did.
Yeah.
And I mean, we bettered it, but we hadn't fixed it. But I would think that anything additional on somebody's paycheck this year would be a supplement for cost of living, rather than a raise
We
that's
did
gonna
that one
keep
time,
paying
we
year
did
that.
after year after
So-
year.
We did that last year. We did a supplement last year, the year
Year
before.
before. Year
last.
before.
Was it the year before?
We still have a line item
We want
for
to
it.
go back, we gotta go.
Okay.
It's gonna be important.
Okay, we're
Y'all
gonna
said it's
recess
off.
till after lunch.
So, this should be-
All right.